Hello from the penultimate day of the Cannes Film Festival. We've had 11 days of red carpet glamour. Let's have a look back at some of the best moments. Here this Friday evening was British actress Kate Winslet, fresh after her Best Actress BAFTA award for her movie I Am Ruth, in which she stars with her daughter, Mia Threppleton. The movie chronicles the relationship between a mother and child who's dealing with mental health pressures coming from the online world. Kate Winslet is in Cannes for L'Oréal Paris's Lights on Women Award, which recognises the talent of up-and-coming female directors. Our Louise Dupont has been to meet her.
It is the third time Kate Winslet presents the Lights on Women Award, and it's a role really close to her heart. Let's go and meet her. Hello, Kate Winslet. Nice to meet you. Why is the Lights on Women Award so important?
It's really important because it's a very unique event that brings female filmmakers together in a way that just doesn't often happen, you know, to share that creative space, to be amongst your peers, to talk about the experiences you had and how difficult it was to make these things come together. I mean, it's a Herculean effort making a short film, and it's just wonderful to see the joy that they bring and the energy that they bring, and they really kind of lift each other up with how excited they are. So it's very special to be part of that.
This year, Cannes has a record, 7 female directors in competition for the top prize, the Palme Dog. Is the world of cinema progressing?
Well, I think clearly it is. I think it isn't progressing perhaps as much as it could, and I think there's still a long way to go. I think we still have to do a lot more to change the culture. But I think the more women that are making films, the more other women will feel inspired to do so and to follow suit. And it's exciting. I do think things are slowly shifting and changing. And my God, it's so different to how it was 10, 15, 20 years ago. I mean, 30 years ago, when I made my first film, it was virtually unheard of that women would direct films. So it's changing.
Now we're coming to the end of a movie marathon, and it's time to choose the winners. There are 21 films up for the big prize, the Palme Dog. The prizes will be decided by a jury of 9. The president is Swedish director Ruben Östlund. He won the Palme Dog last year. Each jury member will need to defend their choice, like in a game of chess.
Asteroid City.
Asteroid City, ce serait chouette qu'il emporte la Palme d'Or.
You're not here.
We're not there. The car exploded.
Wes Anderson le mérite vraiment parce qu'il a su réinventer une manière de filmer.
Anatomie d'une chute de Justine Triet.
This is the film that is quite unusual.
C'est Monster qui est le plus enclin à devenir la Palme d'Or.
Monster was my favorite.
It's kind of like a Rashomon type take.
Moi, j'ai beaucoup apprécié le film Firebrand, donc film brésilien.
Where is it? Where is it? What? The Luther book.
Le film de Wim Wenders, pour moi, c'est une perle.
Rapito. May December.
I really enjoyed Fallen Leaves by Aki Kaurismäki.
That's wholesome, light-hearted, warm.
En tiedä edes nimeäsi.
Kerron ensi kerralla.
And I think that's the beauty of cinema, like highlighting simple gestures that can transform our lives as spectators.
Celui qui domine pour moi tous, c'est Zone of Interest.
The Zone of Interest de Jonathan Glazer.
Une adaptation du roman de Martin Amis.
This film is amazing in terms of the form. The Polish DOP, Łukasz Żal, he used 10 cameras, and these cameras were hidden on the set.
The Zone of Interest might be the winner.
c'est difficile cette année, c'est difficile le choix. On va voir.
The first film from a Malaysian female director to be shown in Cannes has won the Grand Prix in the festival's sidebar section called Critics Week. Tiger Stripes is a horror movie and a first film from director Amanda Nell Yu. From Iran to Sudan and Mongolia, Cannes is a truly international event, as Renaud Lefort and Alison Sargent report.
Her native Mongolia, represented at Cannes for the very first time. Zuljargal Puravdash's masterpiece, If Only I Could Hibernate, introduces us to Ulzi, an adolescent from a poor neighborhood in the capital, alone in supporting his family. The film is a cry of alarm.
I think we must bravely face this reality. There's half of the nation living in one small city, being poisoned by the terrible air and dying quietly.
Also represented for the first time at Cannes, a nation once again at war, Sudan. Gathered on the red carpet, Mohamed Kordofani's team presents their film, Goodbye, Julia.
صوتك حلو يا منى. ما تسمعنا حاجة لسيد خليفة.
أنتم بتسمعوا سوداني؟
أجي. أمال نسمع شنو؟
ما قايل لكم تسمعوا أغاني شمالية.
A personal and political story about the meeting between Mona, a Muslim, and Julia, a Christian, just before Sudan's division.
I've been using filmmaking as a tool of resistance since the previous regime, the Islamist regime. It's one of the most powerful tools because it speaks to your emotions rather than your mind.
A tool the former engineer uses to send a message of peace.
We can coexist, we can admit our faults, and maybe we can move forward.
Rarely does the Cannes Film Festival forget Iranian talent. This year, the curtain rises on Terrestrial Verses. The absurdist satire is a series of vignettes about everyday Iranians confronting abuses of power.
خب اسم گل پسر چیه؟ چی انتخاب کردین؟
دیوید.
دیوید؟ جدی داری میگی؟
From Iran, the audience, the Western audience, always have seen some sad films, but we didn't want to repeat the same situation, the same issues.
It's been an unexpected success for the directors and friends, proud of Iran after 8 months of protest.
It crystallizes hope. You know, it's a new generation who not only knows what they want, but they are also aware of the cost of that fight.
Don't give in, keep up the fight, a shared message from these 4 directors from around the world who bring the spirit of resistance to Cannes.
Now to an Australian actress who starred in Netflix's critically acclaimed but highly controversial series 13 Reasons Why. Katherine Langford was launched to global superstardom with the series and received a Golden Globe nomination for Best Actress in a Television Drama Series. She also starred in the coming-of-age film Love, Simon and Knives Out. She's here in Cannes representing a major beauty brand.
Hello, I'm Katherine Langford and I am at the Cannes Film Festival.
Katherine Langford, hello. Cannes is a one-off place. How would you describe it?
It's magic. What you can't really put it into words. It's sort of this beautiful mix of fashion, film, food, all on the backdrop of this south of France coastal energy. So it's very special, but it feels like a big celebration of art.
Have you got one memory of the festival that sticks out?
You can't really beat your first time. You know, my first time here with L'Oreal last year, I think it's the atmosphere and the people that really makes this festival so special. It's everyone coming together. Last year as well was sort of the first time since COVID that people had been able to watch movies in the cinema without masks. So it was this real moment of everyone coming together over film.
It's the third year of the L'Oréal Paris Lights on Women Award. Why are awards like this so important?
There's so many reasons. My first project, I was very honoured to be nominated for a Golden Globe Award at the same award that the Time's Up movement was happening. And it was really insightful as a young woman walking into that room and that environment and hearing from actors who I admire and I'd grown up with talk about their experiences. I think it's something like 17% of major movies are directed by women. And I mean, we're more than 50% of the population, you know? So it's very important to have that representation in film and in the workplace.
How important do you think it is that women tell women's stories on screen?
I've just been filming a project that is based on a woman's personal lived experience. We are inspired by film. We're united by film. Film are stories, they're experiences that bond us. And we need to see our stories on screen.
What was the project that you were working on? Can you tell us a bit about it?
Yeah, I'm working on something called The Venery of Samantha Bird. We're still filming, so I can't say too much at the moment.
What does female empowerment mean to you personally?
It can mean many things. You know, female empowerment can be hyping your friend up. Female empowerment can be advocating for certain things. Female empowerment can be doing your best friend's makeup in the bathroom after her boyfriend's broken up with her. I think that empowerment and women supporting women and lifting each other up is just sort of something that you do.
In your business, how do you keep your individuality?
It's a good question. Both in film and life, right? It's so easy to feel like you have to conform. I definitely felt that growing up. I know a lot of young women do as well. It's human to want to fit in, and sometimes you feel like you don't. And what I've learned, and I'm still trying to learn, I have to remind myself every now and again, is that whatever you have in here is what makes you special. You don't have to look like everyone else to be worth it, or to be valued, or to be loved.
Okay, Katherine Langford, thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's it from us. In our next show, we'll have all the prize winners from this year's Cannes Film Festival. But an important prize has already been announced, the Best On-Screen Dog or Palme Dog. It went to the Border Collie in Justin Trier's competition film Anatomy of a Fall, where he plays a guide dog. Well done to Messi. We'll leave you with the closing film of this year's festival, Pixar's Elementary. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
I've been trying to fill my father's shoes, but I never once asked what I wanted to do.
Try this!
Dad, those are too hot.
I love hot food.
You see? He likes it.